Hello, everybody. I hope everybody had a blessed day. And I want to also say Merry Christmas to you all and a Happy New Year. Happy holidays. Um, I wanted to do this segment on this live. It's about what a lot of relationships, why a lot of relationships don't last now, and what happened to lifetime relationships. Um, I from what I my to, from what I'm gonna give you my opinion. A lot of relationships now is built on lust, material things, money. See, that's why I say this world is wicked because when you look, it ain't the world, it's the people in the world. Because when you look at it, it's like I hear a lot of people say they look. Well, I'm gonna say men first. Uh, they looking at a woman. They want a woman with a big booty. Um, which I don't understand why is that, but that's because that's flesh, and flesh does change. If you don't, them relationships, them marriages that last 50 years, 60 years, the way those relationships last because those people built those relationships on the foundation of true divine love. If you fall in love with a person, if you fall in love with a person for who they are instead of their outer appearance. But both of y'all have to share the same love though. But when you fall in love with a person for who they are, not because they got a big booty or because he got a cut body. Because y'all, I'm gonna tell you, flesh change. Y'all know that. Flesh change. If a person fell in love with you or no, if a person is with you, what draw them to you, and they fell in love with a big booty or a cut body, um um anything of flesh, that stuff change. But if you fall in I look at it, I say I want a person to make love to my mind, because that means you're tying yourself into my mind. But if a person come at you and always talking about sex and always talking about uh, that person ain't loving you for you. That person is lusting over you. And it's a difference in lusting over somebody and loving and in love with somebody. Um I had an encounter. I was talking to this person, and y'all, I tested this person. You could test a person and say, um, ask them if they're so interested in you, ask them what about you that draws them to you. Because relationships ain't gonna last if it's built on the wrong thing. You have to have a foundation for that relationship, a solid foundation for that relationship. And it can't be nothing of flesh. It can't be nothing of flesh because flesh changes. And when it changes, what you think they're gonna do? What do you think they're gonna do? They're gonna go and find somebody else on their level or on what they like, what they fell in love with you. uh I was I was rudely interrupted. But anyway, um y'all it's but yeah, y'all excuse me because I got a little interruption right there. But anyway, relationships are supposed to be built on. About to start this thing over. Relationships is supposed to be built on true divine love. If you want that everlasting, long lifetime relationship, that death do you part relationship, that it's gonna have to, the foundation, the grounding of that is true divine love. But you can't give all your true divine love to somebody that ain't giving it back now. Now I ain't say be no fool. And you gonna know if a person love you back. You gonna know it. Because you ain't supposed to go to that person and ask them about nothing dealing with no time. You ain't supposed to be asking them people. You ain't supposed to ask the person that say they love you. You ain't supposed to ask them no questions about spending time with you, or you know, it's a lot of things that it happens automatically just because that person love you. Not just love you, but value you. Because that's a lot. That's what's missing too. People don't value people no more. People don't value people no more. Because I was asked, this person, I was in a relationship. I'm gonna tell y'all, I was in a relationship 17 years. Wasn't married. Could have been, but I gave that opportunity to change the situation that they was doing before I say I do, because I'm not one of the ones that stand before the judge. I take it that it's an oath to God. So I gave that person a chance to change. But 17 years, I said that, you know, because you have to build a relationship. That's why I say if that person ain't got that true divine love for you like you have for them, then that relationship is not gonna last a lifetime. People are basing relationships now on sex. You got to have some good cat or some good ding-a-ling. You got to have some or some money. You got to be able to take care of them. It's the foundation of relationships now is the reason why relationships don't last. Because if you and that person is in love with each other, unconditionally in love with each other, you ought to be able to overlook the flesh. Finance wouldn't kill it. Everything, the love, the true divine love will be the glue that holds you together. But like I say, you got a lot of people now, they building relationships on either you got a good sex, you got some money in your pocket, you taking care of them. And see, when you build it on that, and when that like I said before, when that sex change, on to the next. When that money fold, on to the next. When the materialistic stuff stop, on to the next. But this world is so wicked, don't nobody know how to love like that no more. Somebody was looking at something the other day on TV and made a statement and said, that's what I want. And I said, in order for you to get that, are you willing to give and put in the work for that? You can't be out here talking about you love this woman or you love this woman, but you out here with Jody or Jane. Because you got some people now. This world, that's why I say, I will piss powder before I let my soul be tied with another man around him. I ain't lying. I will piss powder. Because if I'm talking to you, you best believe I'm checking you out. I'm listening to your words. I'm paying attention to every conversation you have. I'm trying to see if you trying to know me for me, or you just trying to get you some booty. Because the booty you ain't going to get because I don't move fast. But you got some that a lot of people say they ready for a forever, but they really don't be ready for a forever. You might be ready for a forever. But I'm telling you, like I said, if a person coming to you and talking to you about, every time you turn around, they talking about sex, them people ain't into you. They just want some booty. Because that's why I say relationships, you can sleep. I done seen where people done slept together tonight and then a relationship tomorrow. How you in a relationship tomorrow because you had sex with somebody? You ain't in no relationship. That's a situationship. Ain't no relationship. But you know, you got people that says that. But you know, it's like if you can't build, you got to build a foundation. Your relationship has to be grounded. And the only thing that's gonna hold that relationship together to be grounded for forever, if that's what you want, you both have to be on the same accord. You both have to have that same true divine love for each other. And you gonna have to be a woman and a man of God. You're gonna have to put God in it, because if God ordained it for you to be together, and you put God in it, you gonna be. What's for you is for you. But now, like I said, I didn't had it. You know, people will come to you, listen to conversations, y'all. I even hear now, I used to hear a lot of men say it, but now I hear a lot of women talk about, if he ain't got no good ding-a-ling, I don't want him. If he ain't got no good sex, I don't want him. And I be sitting there like, are these women saying this? You don't want a man if he ain't got no good ding-a-ling. Come on. Because what you don't know, if you in love with a person, big ding-a-ling or good ding-a-ling, if you in love with a person and they're in love with you, the sex is going to be amazing. You know why? Because it's going to be emotions involved. But people don't pay attention to that. They just have sex. That's why they say you got to have. If it take a big ding-a-ling or a good ding-a-ling or some good cat to hold you, hell, I don't even want you. Because you telling me right now, if my cat ain't good, you don't want me. That means you can get the step. That's why I say I piss powder. That means I'll be a bone dry sister before I let a dude, a man, crawl up on me just because he got a big ding-a-ling or he got some good ding-a-ling, they say. Because that ain't what I'm looking for. That ain't what I seek. But now if that's what you want, that means to each his own. That's on you. But you ain't looking for no forever. You ain't looking for no forever. And yes, you're gonna have a lot of them that's gonna walk away. Because if you got those kind of standards, because you want to build your relationship on a solid ground, you want to build it on a solid foundation, you want it to be grounded by love, you're gonna have a lot of them that's gonna walk away. That women and men, because that ain't, but you know, you all applaud them for walking away. Because that means that's another one that bit the dust. They don't want what you want. Let them go. You're gonna have some that gonna talk some noise, and then I've had one to tell me that's a fairy tale life. How is it a fairy tale life? Because you don't want your relationship built on nothing but true divine love. You don't want your relationship built on sex, materialistic things, or money. How is that a fairy tale? How is that a fairy tale? Explain that to me. But like I said, when you go, you better believe when you want yours built on solid foundation, on true divine love, it's gonna be a lot of them walk away. But that's only telling you that ain't what they want. I clap my hands when they walk away. But if you got somebody and they talking about they want to be with you, but every time y'all talk, they talk about sex and all that, man, them people is into some booty. That's why I say nowadays that's all it's about: money, cars, clothes, fame, materialistic stuff, good cat, good ding-a-ling. That's all you hear. You don't never hear nothing about the love. Love is missing. That's why the world's so wicked. That's why the world's so wicked. That's why I say I will piss powder. It don't matter to me whether I get it or I don't. I will piss powder before I soul tie myself to somebody that's not equally yoked with me. Because they want to see if you got some good coochie. Or they got a good ding-a-ling. Man, that ain't about nothing. That ain't hitting on nothing. Because to be honest with you, you ask me about some of these men, they everybody's man nowadays. If you find you a good solid one, nowadays, you better hold on to them. That's woman or man. You better hold on to them, because a lot of them, if you ain't got no money, with the men, if the women ain't got no good coochie, He going on to the next. With women, if he ain't got no money, no good ding-a-ling, she going on to the next. So if you find you a solid one that's built on something different from that, then you better hold on to him. Because see, like I said, what you don't know is if you and that person has true unconditional love for each other, whether the ding-a-ling big or small, whether the cat good or bad, it don't matter. It's going to be wonderful because you're going to have emotions that's going to be involved in that. Because me, myself, personally, if it take me, if I got to give you some cat for you to be my man, I don't want you. I don't want you. Bottom line. Because ain't nobody gonna take you you shouldn't let nobody take you no faster than how fast you want to go. Because if they got respect for you, they'll wait on you. If it's meant to be, it'll be. If it's meant to be, it'll be. I ain't gonna lie. Back in my day, I was when they flirt, I flirt back. Sure did. Big flirter. But when it came down to talking about some coach, I got ghosts because you wasn't getting none of that. Because I know about the games that's sold in the streets and I'm not in the market of buying them. Conversations now, y'all be sitting up. I be like, man, what is this? Conversations now, it used to be a time where if a woman did oral sex, you wouldn't know about it because she kept it a secret. Now, it's a mutual conversation now. Men, you used to hear them talking about oral sex. Now, they'll walk up to you and tell you what they'll do to you. I ain't lying because I hear it all the time. I stand there and be looking like, really? Really, dude? Because that's what you is in my eyes, a dude. But anyway, if you want that solid, that long-lasting relationship, before you have sex with somebody, find out if that person is into you. Mentally now. Mentally. See if they into you as a person. Not because you got a big booty or some good cat or some good ding-a-ling or a big ding-a-ling. Because none of that matter to me. It truly don't. Yeah, I might say I'm crazy for saying that. I know it might be some that probably gonna say, good, shoot, I got to have me a big thing. I don't know what she talking about. That's fine. Like I said, to each his own. But don't look for it forever. Don't expect a forever for that. Because you ain't gonna get a forever for that. Because when that ding-a-ling go limp, if that's what she wanted in you, when that ding-a-ling go limp, and it will, you better rest assured it will. If that's what she fell in love with you, or that's what she like, when it go limp, she gonna go find her another bone hard one. And when that cat that was so good to you once was good to you, when it go bad, you gonna go find another one. That's why I say, why build your relationship? Why should that be the foundation of your relationship? Why should your relationship be grounded with that? When it changes, it fades, it changes. But one thing that will not change is true divine love. But it might be some on here say she don't know what she talking about. She don't know what she talking about. She don't know what she talking about. But that's fine. That's fine. People say that. People gonna have something to say. People talk. But it don't. It's okay. It's okay. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. And I ain't knocking nobody from their opinion. Because like I said, I dealt with, I was told that I had to been sleeping with somebody else because I wasn't having sex with that person. But it wasn't like that. It's like if I catch you up messing with another woman, or you done mess with another woman, I ain't finna give you none. Cause you ain't finna give me none. Soap won't wash off and medicine won't kill. But what I will say, you get out there and test the water, go get it. Go on out there and finish testing. Everything glitter ain't gold. What look good to you might not be good for you. That's why you shouldn't base it on flesh. Good coochie. Big ding-a-ling. Come on, y'all. Wicked, wicked world. Wicked. Well, y'all, I just had to get on here and say them little few words. Right now I got to start doing a shirt. I got to do a shirt. I got to do some shirts. So I'll get back with y'all. Y'all be blessed and y'all be safe. Happy holidays to you all.